I never thought I'd weaponize a toddler's birthday party video against my own blood. But there I was, finger hovering over the upload button, heart pounding like a jackhammer in a condemned building. My parents had gone live on their polished family vlog, 200,000 subscribers strong, declaring to the world that my 5-year-old daughter, Lila, was a figment of my delusional breakdown, a lie I'd cooked up to extort them after they cut me off cold. The comments exploded. Fake news. Poor demented girl. Unsub. This is toxic. But they didn't count on me having the unedited footage. The one that proved not just Lila's existence, but the rotting core of their empire, the embezzlement I'd confessed to 5 years ago. The crime that wasn't mine. It started in the sticky heat of a Memphis summer. Back when I was 28 and still believed family meant something unbreakable. Our clan ran Harlan Heritage Foods, a mid-tier Southern empire peddling smoked brisket rubs and pecan pralines to every Walmart from Nashville to New Orleans. Daddy, Harlan, the silver-tongued patriarch with his beyond-the-lookout ties and Bible quotes, built it from a roadside stand after Vietnam. Mama, Evelyn, was the numbers wizard, sharp as a switchblade, tallying ledgers in her head while humming Dolly Parton. I was Freya, the dutiful eldest, fresh out of Ole Miss with an accounting degree, ready to slide into the CFO slot like it was greased with Mama's famous bourbon glaze. That July, the IRS audit hit like a freight train derailed by moonshine. Missing funds, $2.3 million siphoned into offshore shells, disguised as expansion loans. The Fed circled, and Daddy's face went the color of cornbread left too long in the oven. In the war room, our kitchen, fluorescent lights buzzing like angry hornets, Mama whispered the plan. Freya, baby, you're clean. Pure as driven snow. You'll take the hit. Say it was a bad investment call. Your signature on the wires. We'll back you with lawyers, get you probation, and when the smoke clears, you're golden. Heir apparent. I stared at her, the woman who'd braided my hair through chickenpox fevers, now peddling betrayal like it was a 2-for-1 at the Piggly Wiggly. Why me? I choked out. Daddy cleared his throat, eyes on his boots. Because you're strong, sugar. And it's just paper. We did it for the family, for you, to keep the lights on. Lies stacked on lies. The truth? They'd funneled the cash to fund Daddy's gambling debts in Atlantic City, Mama's spa retreats that were really coke-fueled weekends in Miami. But I signed the confession. 20 months in a minimum security joint upstate, the kind where they let you garden and grieve the life slipping away. Prison mail was my lifeline. Lila arrived while I was inside, conceived in a frantic goodbye with my ex. Tommy, a line cook at a dive bar who bolted when the cuffs came out. He texted once, "Can't do time with you. Freya." Peace. I named her after the Norse goddess of love and war, because even then, I knew she'd need both. Mama sent sonograms, then baby pics, cooing about how Lila's curls were just like yours. Freckle-faced angel. Daddy promised visits, but they dried up after 6 months. Too hard on her, Mama wrote. The Optics. Out in 2023. Paroled and hollowed. I scooped Lila from the agency daycare they'd dumped her at, paid up for a year, then ghosted. Our home was a 1-bedroom in East Memphis. Peeling wallpaper and a fridge that hummed like it was plotting escape. I waitress doubles at Perkins, slinging hash browns to truckers who tipped in quarters, while Lila finger-painted masterpieces on the walls. We were scraping by, but we were us. Until the Harlan Holidays vlog dropped. Harlan Heritage had pivoted hard during my stint. Daddy and Mama rebranded as the Southern Soul Squad, churning out feel-good content, tailgate recipes, church picnic hacks, family lore with a filter that turned our Shotgun Shack origins into a glossy myth. Subscribers ate it up. Sponsors followed. Crisco, Ford Trucks, even a Christian credit union. They never mentioned me. Not a whisper. When I emailed, begging for a loan to cover Lila's preschool, $800 I didn't have, Mama replied, Freya, we've moved on. For the brand. Then came the live stream. December 1st, 2024. I was folding Lila's snowman pajamas when my phone buzzed with notifications. Their channel. Primetime slot. I clicked play, stomach twisting like a wrung-out dish rag. Daddy, in his starched plaid, leaned into the camera, twinkle dimmed to a flicker. Folks, tonight's tough. Our hearts are heavy with a family matter that's been twisted by lies. Mama dabbed her eyes, mascara bulletproof. Of course, holding a photo of me at 16. Braces gleaming. Our daughter, Freya. She's struggling. After her troubles, she's claimed a child. A granddaughter we never met. But we must speak truth. There is no Lila. It's a fabrication. A cry for help from someone lost in addiction and regret. The chat ignited. Fire emojis. Prayers. Pitchforks. Heartbreaking. Praying for healing. One troll. Jailbird hallucinating. Classic. They scrolled through evidence, my mugshot. A photoshopped letter from me confessing the hoax. Daddy's voice cracked. Oscar bait. We're cutting ties to protect the legacy. If you're watching, Freya, get help. We love you, but this ends now. I dropped the phone, bile rising. Lila toddled in, clutching her stuffed possum. Mama sad. I scooped her up, inhaling her baby shampoo scent, the one real thing in a world gone feral. They weren't just denying her, they were erasing us, torching the last bridge to salvage their facade. Sponsors would rally, the vlog would surge. Me? I'd be the villain, the deadbeat phantom haunting their feed. Rage boiled slow, like gumbo left on simmer. I hadn't touched the proof in years. The encrypted drive Tommy's sister smuggled me in a hollowed Bible during visiting hours. Bank records. Wire transfers in Mama's handwriting. Daddy's Atlantic City tabs time-stamped to the penny. And the videos. Family reels from before the fall. Lila's first steps on our porch. Her laughing as I pushed her on the tire swing. But the crown jewel? The confessional clip. Recorded in secret by a guard I'd bribed with commissary smokes. Daddy. Pacing the visitor booth. Just hold the line. Evelyn. Freya's doing her part. Once she's out, we spin it. Prodigal daughter returns. I paced our cramped living room. Lila asleep on the couch. Her tiny chest rising like a bellows. Social media was their kingdom. It'd be my guillotine. But revenge ain't clean in the South, it's kudzu. Choking slow. I needed allies. First call, cousin Becca. The black sheep who'd bolted to Nashville for a music gig. Now scraping by as a TikTok editor. Freya? Holy shit. I saw the stream. Those hypocrites. Remember how Mama loaned me for her boob job? Digging it up. Becca crashed on my couch 2 days later. Laptop glowing like a Ouija board. We poured over the drive. Her manicured nails flying. This is dynamite. Girl. But viral means viral. Good. Bad. Ugly. You ready for the mob? I nodded. Throat tight. Lila woke. demanding pancakes. As I flipped flapjacks, syrup pooling like spilled secrets, I whispered to Becca, "They made me the monster. Time to show the mirror." We scripted the counterstrike, no rants. Just facts laced with heartstrings. I went live on a burner TikTok, Freya unfiltered, Lila napping off screen. Her possum propped as proof of life. Hey,
y'all.
If you're here from Harlan Heritage, thanks for tuning in. Mama and Daddy say I made her up. This is Lila's laugh from her 3rd birthday, right here in Memphis. Clip rolls, Lila, gap-toothed, smashing cake, squealing as frosting hits my nose. Comments trickle. Too cute. Then the pivot. But that's not why I'm here. 5 years ago, I went to prison for a crime that wasn't mine. Embezzlement from the family biz. I took the fall so they could keep building this empire you're watching. Screen grab drops, the confession, my signature shaky under fluorescent glare. Gasps in chat. Wait.
What?
Becca cues the next bomb. Redacted bank statements. Arrows pointing to Mama's scrawls. This is what they hid. And this. The guard's audio crackles, Daddy's voice. Tinny but unmistakable. Freya's our shield. The live peaked at 50K viewers. Hearts and flames warring. But Harlan Heritage fired back within the hour, a tearful follow-up. Mama clutching pearls. Deepfakes. Our girls relapsed prayers. Please. The internet schismed. The Harlan hoax trended, splitting into Save Freya and Protect the Harlans. Truckstop forums hailed me a whistleblower. Mommy bloggers decried me as ungrateful. Dragging saints through mud for clout. Sponsors wobbled, Ford paused ads, while GoFundMe's poured in. $12,000 by dawn for Lila's future. I hugged Becca, whiskey burning my chest. This is just round 1. The backlash hit like a nor'easter off the Gulf, fierce, unrelenting, whipping up loyalties I never knew existed. By week 2, Freya Files had law firms cold calling, podcasters begging for exclusives, and a ragtag army of keyboard crusaders doxing Mama's Botox doc. Lila and I holed up in Becca's Nashville crash pad, a converted garage apartment smelling of patchouli and stale pizza. She'd rigged motion sensor cams, half joking about Harlan hit squads, but my paranoia was real. Every shadow was Daddy's private eye, every ping. A subpoena. Mama called first voicemail. Voice syrup thick. Freya Lee Harlan. You stop the circus now. You're hurting the brand. The family. Come home. We'll get you therapy. Lila too, if she even.
Click.
The if lingered like smoke from a backburn. I played it for Becca, who cackled. Classic Evelyn. Dangle the carrot. Hide the hook. But it gnawed. Was this victory, or just trading one cage for viral infamy? Daddy's approach was slyer. Sliding into my DMs via a fake fan account at True Harlan Hart. Saw your pain, sis. Harlan blood runs deep. Meet, neutral ground, Graceland. Noon, Graceland. Elvis's ghost. All sequins and tragedy. Fitting for our soap opera. I almost deleted it, but Becca pushed. Intel. Go in wired. She clipped a lav mic to my bra, app linked to her phone. Lila stayed with a neighbor. Finger paints of Elvis in making. The king's estate buzzed with tourists in Daisy Dukes, snapping selfies by the jungle room. Daddy waited by the Lisa Marie jet replica. BOLO tie swapped for a polo that screamed, reformed rogue. He hugged me stiff, smelling of Old Spice and desperation. Freya.
Darlin'.
You look.
Peaked.
We strolled the grounds. Magnolias heavy in the humid air.
His voice low.
This madness ends. Subscribers tanking. Lost Crisco. For Christ's sake. What do you want?
Money?
A feature on the vlog? Prodigal's grace? I feigned a sob. Mic humming. I want truth.
Daddy.
Why me? Why bury me alive? He sighed. Theatrical. Glancing for cameras. Water under the bridge. Sugar. But fine, truth? Your mama. She panicked. The debts were mine. Yeah. But she cooked the books to cover. You were the patsy 'cause you were too damn honest. Signed without reading. We figured you'd lawyer up. Walk. Lie layered on lie. The mic caught it all, his fidget. The sweat beading like confession. Then the flip, his eyes hardened. Voice a whip crack. But that video? The baby's real? Hell. Freya. We thought you'd miscarried in lockup. Tommy said. My blood iced.
Tommy.
The ex who'd vanished. What did he say? Daddy backpedaled. Smooth as sorghum. Nothing important. Point is, call off the dogs. Or Lila's next on the chopping block. Child Services loves a hoax mom story. Threat wrapped in paternal concern. I wrenched free, storming toward the gates. Heart thundering. Becca's text lit up. Got gold. He's toast. We dropped the Graceland tape that night, unedited. Timestamps glaring. Daddy Dearest trended harder. Pulling in TMZ. CNN snippets. Family vlog dynasty crumbles amid allegations. The Harlans went dark. Channel frozen. But their war chest was deep. Next salvo, a press release via their crisis PR firm. Painting me as the architect of a vindictive deepfake op, complete with expert analysis debunking the audio as AI spliced. Mama resurfaced on Fox and Friends. Tear-streaked. Invoking God and grandbabies unborn. Freya's always been troubled. Lord knows we tried. This isn't her. It's the devil in the details. Polarization peaked. Blue check activists crown me Me Too martyr. Crowdfunding hit $50,000. Enough for a lawyer. A deposit on a real apartment. But the MAGA corners of ex-branded me woke grifter, stirring petitions to save Harlan heritage from cancel mob. Death threats trickled in. Fake kid deserves a real grave. Lila started asking why angry people yelled at Mama on the TV. I shielded her with cartoons and creek walks. But the fracture was there. Spiderwebbing my resolve. Tommy resurfaced then. A ghost in my inbox. Last seen fleeing to Tulsa. Now a recovery coach with a man bun and regret eyes. Freya.
Saw the drama.
Lila's mine too. Let me help, prove I'm in. Skeptical. I met him at a Waffle House off I-40. Syrup sticky booths our battlefield. He looked road hard. Tattoos faded. I lied about the baby, thought you'd abort in prison. But she's real? DNA test. I'll sign overrights. Pay back child support. His eyes darted. Too eager. Becca ran his plates later. Liens. A DUI. And bingo. A wire transfer from Harlan Heritage. 6 months post my release. He's their mole, she spat. Fed and the miscarriage line to keep you isolated. Betrayal's echo chamber. Tommy wasn't just absentee, he was bought. I ghosted him. But the seed sprouted doubt. What if their denial of Lila wasn't total erasure, but a half-truth? The prison sonograms, Mama's pics, showed a bump. But no birth cert in my files.
Had they?
Staged it?
No.
Lila's weight in my arms. Her giggles, tangible as Tennessee clay.
Still.
I dug deeper, hiring a PI on GoFundBucks. He unearthed the kicker, Tommy's miscarriage story, scripted in a Harlan email chain. CC to a Memphis judge buddy. They'd greased palms to seal my records, ensuring no paper trail for Lila's birth. Me, a felon, unfit. The climax brewed in a rented conference room downtown. Becca and the PI, Jeb, a grizzled ex-cop with a flask hip, plotting the kill shot. Full doka drop, Jeb growled. Everything, audits, tapes, the judge's Venmo to Mama's shell. But controversy loomed. Dropping it meant nuking innocents, cousins on payroll, fans who'd bought the dream. Becca wavered. Is this revenge or reckoning? I stared at Lila's drawing taped to the wall, us as superheroes. Capes flapping. Both. They chose empire over us. Now the empire crumbles. We scheduled the megalive for Harlan Heritage's prime slot, hacking their alert list for irony. 10 p.m. Saturday. My setup. Thrift store suit. Lila's possum on the desk like a talisman. Viewers swelled, 500K. Then 1 million. Server straining. Tonight, I started. Voice steady as a preacher's. We end the lies. Not with hate, but proof. The dump rolled. PDFs. Audio. Video montages syncing Lila's first words to Daddy's denials. Chat Armageddon. Cheers. Jeers. Holy shit s. Mama and Daddy crashed the stream. Uninvited. Dual feed popping up. Daddy's face. Ashen. Freya. Stop. This destroys everything.
Mama.
Feral. You ungrateful bitch. We gave you life. The split-screen showdown. Their polished pleas versus my raw docs. Subscribers hemorrhaged live. 200K gone in minutes. But the twist? As the judge's bribes flashed, a sidebar email surfaced from me. Pre-prison. Greenlighting a loan to Daddy's casino pal. Innocent then.
Complicit now.
I'd known whispers of the debts. Turned blind eye for the family glow. The revelation split the tide. Freya fallen. She was in on it. Versus Harlan hypocrites. Classic deflection. Blame the victim. Polarized perfection. No heroes. Just humans clawing in the Colosseum. Sponsors bolted. Lawsuits loomed from all sides. I signed off. Drained. As Becca hugged me. You did it. Viral Armageddon. But victory's aftertaste is ash. By dawn, the channel was ash too, suspended for policy violations. GoFund frozen pending audits. Tommy sued for custody, claiming unstable environment. Lila clung tighter, whispering, "We win." Mama, I kissed her curls. The weight of worlds on tiny shoulders. The fallout lingered like the haze after a bonfire, smoke curling, embers waiting to reignite. Nashville's neon buzz felt alien now. Billboards hawking authentic Southern stories, mocking our implosion. Becca scored a producer gig off the buzz, editing true crime pods, but guilt shadowed her laughs. We torched him. Freya.
But damn.
The shrapnel. Jeb cashed his PI check and vanished to the Smokies, muttering about Harlan curses.
Me?
I lawyered up with a pro bono firebrand from the ACLU. A Yankee transplant named Rita who chain-smoked cloves and quoted Baldwin like scripture. The hearings kicked off in federal court. Memphis Division, a brutalist bunker reeking of bleach and broken dreams. Harlan Heritage sued for defamation. $10 mill. Trotting experts who swore my docs were forgeries. Mama took the stand first. A vision in pastel Chanel, dabbing silk hankies. Freya was always dramatic, stole my pearls at 12, blamed the maid. The gallery tittered, Twitter erupted, Mama drama queen. Daddy followed. BOLO reinstated. Spinning yarns of good faith errors. But under Rita's cross, he crumbled, admitting the debts. The cover-up, just not the intent. We protected her from herself. My turn was crucifixion light. Rita prepped me. Short. Sweet. Sorry not sorry. I recounted the kitchen pact. The prison isolation. Lila's erasure as the final blade. They built an empire on my back. Then burned the ladder. The judge, a silver fox with a drawl like aged bourbon, leaned in. MS. Harlan. These emails suggest complicity. Your signature on that initial transfer? I swallowed. I trusted them. Family does that until it doesn't. The courtroom hushed. Online. The debate raged. Enabler or exploited. Freya fault or family fiasco. Lila's custody loomed parallel. Family court a softer hell. Tommy showed up slicked. With a support group entourage, testifying how I'd radicalized our girl via the lives. Freya's chasing fame. Lila needs stability. The guardian ad litem, a no-nonsense social worker named Ms. Patel, observed us, me reading Goodnight Moon, Lila giggling at fireflies we'd caught in a jar. Mama's firefly queen, verdict pending. But Patel's notes leaked, mother-child bond unbreakable. Despite chaos. The twist dropped mid-trial. Courtesy of an anonymous tipster, Becca's old flame. A vlog in turn conscience. A hidden server, Harlan outtakes. Bloopers never aired. One clip gutted me, Mama. Post-audit. Cradling a sonogram printout. Freya's baby. We'll say she lost it. Easier for everyone. But the audio cut deeper, Tommy's voice. Off mic. Evelyn. You sure? DNA says static. Rita subpoenaed the full file. Forensics pulled the ghost. A clinic receipt. Dated to my 3rd trimester. They'd paid for a paternity test. Lila wasn't Tommy's. She was Daddy's. Incest? No. The math, a one-night stand with Uncle Ray. Daddy's brother. During a family reunion bender.
Ray?
The charming drunk who'd helped with the books. I'd blacked out on peach schnapps. Woke with regrets and a plus sign. Mama knew, arranged the cover. Tommy's beard. Prison as convenient vanishing. The denial of Lila? Not erasure. But quarantine. Harlan blood stays pure. Mama's email read. Freya's mistake can't taint the throne. Courtroom detonation. Daddy bolted mid-recess. Caught at the airport with a one-way to Cancun. Mama invoked the 5th. Face a rictus mask. Tommy folded. Confessing the sham for hush money. The judge sealed the files, for the child's welfare, but leaks are oxygen in the digital age. Harlan horror trended global, headlines screaming, vlog dynasty's incest secret, therapists booking solid on family trauma. Polarization fractured further. Some pitted me as ultimate victim. Others damned the seductress who'd seduced her uncle, ignoring the booze and power plays. No clean sides, just a funhouse mirror of moral grays. Rita pulled strings, charges stuck to the Harlans, fraud, obstruction, endangerment. Empire auctioned, recipes to craft, vlog rights to Netflix for a docuseries. I settled the defamation for $1.20 mil, enough to buy a cottage in the Coombalands. Homeschool Lila. Therapy for us both. Tommy got supervised visits, Daddy extradited. Plea bargain to house arrest in a gated Boca condo. Mama? She vanished into a culty wellness retreat in Sedona, peddling forgiveness elixirs to ex-fans. The ending? Pick your poison. Lila and I thrive in the hollers. Her first grade art show a smash. My freelance editing gig steady. Viral fame faded to footnotes. I deleted the TikToks. But the scars hum. Was it revenge fulfilled, or just trading ghosts? Subscribers message. You won? Monster. Debate eternal. Like humidity in July. Last week. A manila envelope arrived, no return. Inside. Mama's handwriting. A single praline. And a note. Blood's thicker. Freya. But yours runs true. Forgive. I burned it in the fire pit, watching sparks dance like fireflies. Lila asked, Mama happy now? I pulled her close. Happier than yesterday, baby. That's the win. In the quiet, I wonder, if I'd let the lies lie, would we be whole? Or is truth the ultimate betrayal, unearthing bones best buried?
You tell me.
The internet still argues. Harlan heritage lives on in memes.
Me?
I'm just a mom with a possum plush and a daughter who believes in queens. And that's controversy enough.